Hi everyone, my name is Wendy and you're welcome back to the channel. So as I promised earlier, that I'm gonna do a video explaining a long week. All right, so this is it. Okay, before we continue, don't forget to do the YouTube business. All right, I don't like saying it, but it works. So I don't see reasons why you should be watching the video, but you don't give a like. Some videos I have up to 500 views, but I don't have likes. So hey, it's not a good thing. So just help us and promote the channel. Okay, so when people say long week, it doesn't really mean rejection. Okay, all right, because there are a whole lot of things involved. Okay, I see it in two perspectives, and then I'm gonna explain this. All right, I see it in two perspectives. I'm gonna explain this. Let's take an example. Let's just jump to the chart. This GJ is not giving me any entry today, so today is no trading day for me because it doesn't meet my requirements. All right, so let's get this right. Okay, let's say for example we are having a bullish candle, right? Sorry, let me fill this up. Right. Okay. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, let's say we are having a bullish candle, and then we are having something like this. We are having something like this. Okay, we are having something like this. All right, so this doesn't really mean a rejection. Okay, this doesn't. Let's assume this is a 1 hour chart. Okay, a 1 hour candlestick. Okay, it doesn't really mean a rejection, because why I'm saying that is because this can be a 1 hour chart, but in a lower time frame, it's just kind of forming a support. Okay, it's only forming a support. It's nothing but just forming a support. When I say, okay, let's say this is a 1 hour, in 15 minutes you are having something like this. So we can have something like this. Okay, this 1 hour candle, it can end up being something like this. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, so this 1 hour candle, okay, let me draw it over here. Let me draw it over here. Right, so let's have it like this. Okay, let's have it like this. Yeah. Okay, so let's assume this is a 1 hour candle, all right, with a wick on top. All right, this, you remember, if you're following up the channel, you will know what is setup one. Okay, so this can form a setup one for you. All right, form a rejection, create a support, and so that you can buy from a support, or a setup two. All right, where you buy at the setup two is you buying from the, what do they call it, from a pullback. That's setup two. All right, so setup two creates up setup one. All right, so that's just how it is. So if this is a weak candle, if this is a daily candle, sorry, if this is a daily candle, so in 15 minutes, this is what you will have. All right, you tend of have maybe a first 15 minutes, second 15 minutes being bullish, then you create a support. All right, then you close up like this. All right, so this is you creating a support, and this can give you a potential a bias. Okay, you can have a kind of a setup to actually buy to the opposite direction. All right, okay, so I will show you this on a I'll show you this on an example. All right, so this can actually mean a form of a continuation. It's just creating a support, okay, giving you a space to buy from. All right, so that's how to look at a long wick candle, but it is in two form, because it can actually replicate two things. So if you have a long wick candle of rejecting from a zone or another support zone, maybe a 4 hour support zone, is a different thing. Okay, so but if you have a long wick candle, it's not rejecting from anywhere. Okay, so it's a form of continuation. All right, so I want you to see it in two perspectives. If you have a long wick like this and then it's rejecting from a zone, okay, that means that long wick will not be filled up. It won't be filled up. But if actually it's not rejecting from anywhere, so it's a sort of a pullback. So just go down to a lower time frame. That will give you an entry, an entry there. Okay, so you got an entry on the continuation of the move. All right, Okay, so that's just it. You got an entry from the continuation of the move. Is as simple as that. All right. So another way you want to see it is you can also look at okay, let's assume you are having a bearish move. Okay, let me use a bearish move for example of this. Okay, let me use a bearish move on this. All right, so you have a bearish move like this. Okay, uh kind of something like this. All right, so this, okay, it can't be the first example. It can be a previous example depending on the trend of the market. Okay, but this also, it can be acting as a liquidity grab. All right, so if you are actually bullish and then you have something like this, okay, so it simply means you are just grabbing liquidity. Okay, kind of coming down to pick more orders, and then boom, it moves up. Okay, so that's how it is. So if you see something like this, you are bullish and you get kind of a bearish candle with a long wick like this, is a sign that the market is reversing from that level. Okay, so that's just what it is. Okay, so it's this is a kind of a setup that will never be filled up. Okay, this one will not be filled up. Not that it can never, because market can actually change direction after this time, but for the move, all right, this kind of candle cannot be filled up. All right, because one is rejecting. If you are on a bullish move, okay, and you have something like this, okay, it's kind of coming back to pick up liquidity. All right, just picking up a liquidity from a zone, maybe in a lower time frame, and then grab it, then close bullish like this. That means the next candle is gonna be a bullish move. All right, so that's I don't know, I believe this video is not supposed to be long. All right, so this is supposed to explain it all. All right, so let's just look at an example on it. Okay, just any chart. I just like looking at things at the current price action. All right, okay, I like looking at GJ didn't give me any sort of entry today because essential section just pull out. Okay, we have a rejection. Okay, this was a good entry, but I'm sleeping this time. All right, this is 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm not awake, so I don't trade this. Okay, so London today, I didn't see my bias was above this range. If I got above this range, I could have got a trade. I could have traded from this range to this range. Okay, I could have made 45 pips. So good, but it didn't give me. And all my bias was I didn't want to counter trend. All my bias was bullish, and then I got this. Okay, even up till now, the section is still telling me bullish. Okay, so nothing is looking like a counter trend. So I don't get into this kind of trade. Okay, so I can't buy from here. I can't sell from here. Sorry. Okay, so that's it. So what I'm trying to say is that, okay, let's assume, okay, this was your trade. This 15 minutes, right? Okay, this kind of something like this, right? It's not rejecting from anywhere. This is a straight one move. Okay, so this kind of candle is not rejecting from anywhere. So this move, all right, this one is just giving you some sort of a liquidity grab. Okay, it's just giving you a form of continuation. If you step down for 5 minutes, you'll see what I'm telling you. So you see, okay, that long wick is just a pullback. Okay, it's just a pullback giving you an entry that you can buy, that you can sell from. Right, remember the example. I don't know, let me bring this to you, but it's still here. Okay, so remember we are bullish. Okay, so the long wick is just a pullback giving you an entry to sell. All right, to buy, sorry. So this is the example of it on a real time. So if you are checking this, right, so this you put this will give you a setup one. So everyone that follows the channel know what is setup one. So this is setup one. Okay, setup one, you buy above this support. So the support that was formed, it was because of the wick that was created. So if you check 15 minutes, I'm just taking this as an example. This is the wick. All right, so this rejection here is the support that is built for. So if you go to a lower time frame, you will now see the support. So this gives you opportunity to actually sell above the range. Okay, you got a close above the range. Okay, so that you now have opportunity to have here, you put a stop. All right, then this is it. Okay, this is it. Simple. All right, it's as simple as that. So let's go back to 15 minutes. If you go back to 15 minutes, you now realize that the whole pullback, okay, that was the support created. Okay, you now see the end of the pullback, okay, is the starting of the pullback is your entry. That was the support created. So when the next candle close above it, that's your entry. Okay, so that is as simple as that. Okay, it's as simple as that. So uh, let's check if we can see another example so that we'll explain the other one. All right. So this is it. Okay, you are okay. The next other black long wick. All right, a kind of a bullish move. We are in a bullish move, and then you have something like this. You have something like a kind of a rejection. Okay, this is not a good example. Okay, I think this is it. This is a support zone. Then you start having something like this. Okay, that's just how it is. Okay, so I was saying that if you have something like this and you are on a bullish trend, okay, so this means that the market is continuing upward. It's just grabbing liquidity. So let's look for a bullish trend. Okay, let's say a bullish trend. Do we have a bullish trend? Okay, I'm looking for a bullish trend where we'll have an hammer. Okay, this one is a form of rejection. Okay, DJ is not giving me this example. Right, DJ is not giving me this example. Okay, I think I'm too low. Let me try 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour supposed to give me something like that. Okay, fine, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. This is it. Okay, so we are on uptrend. Okay, we have it here. Okay, we have it here. Very nice. Okay, a week. All right. This is a kind of this thing just showing that is grabbing liquidity from this support. Remember, any candle that closes in the opposite side, okay, it creates a support. So this particular candle is just a sign that is coming here to grab this liquidity, and then it's going up. Simple. So if this is a sign, okay, this is not a rejection. It's not mean that the candle is reversing or something. So this kind of candlestick pattern is a sign that the market is going up. Okay, so you wait and close the support that was just created, and then boom, you buy. Okay, that's it. Very simple. All right, so I like giving example based on the current price action. Right, so this as we discussed last week. Okay, you remember that this is what this is a support created, okay, on the range, on the move, so that you can have opportunity to enter. So you see a support like this is opportunity to buy. All right, so I think this explain it all. All right, so the first one, remember, is giving you a kind of a pullback. All right, it's two different things. All right, the first one is giving you a pullback. Right, for recap, so that you won't forget this. For recap, this one is giving you some sort of a pullback, giving you an entry to continue. Then this one, if it's coming from, if you are uptrend and you have something like this, it's a sort of a rejection or grabbing a liquidity, and then it's going to continue upward. Why this one is kind of creating a support for you, so that you can go up. So this is the example of the setup you have in a lower time frame. In this one, I don't think you really need a lower time frame confirmation, because if you open on a lower time frame, it's going to be a straight candle coming to a support, maybe a 5-minute support, and then grab it. You see candle coming back close here, and then the next one, boom, is going up. Okay, it's as simple as that. So these are just an example of long wick. So what matters now is where you get your long wick rejection. Okay, really matters. Are you rejecting from a zone? That's one. Two, are you in opposite the direction of the trend? If you are in line with the trend and then you have a long wick looking back, okay, so far is a confirmation of a bullish move. So if you are not grabbing, if you are the long wick is not okay tapping into any zone, fine, it's a sign of going up. Okay, so not all long wick means a rejection. All right, not all long wick means a rejection from the zone. All right, so you really need to put this in place. I'll add this up to link it up with my no wick candle. Okay, I've explained about no wick candle. So I think this is another version 2 of it. So it really, if you understand this properly and then implement it on your basic template of price action, and then you add up these two, it has become advanced. Okay, so if you look at these candle patterns, you're not going to miss it. Believe me, you're not going to miss it. So if you find value in this video, don't forget to do the YouTube business. All right, and I'll catch you up. All right, and peace out.